Golfers of YouTube, welcome back to another video. You find me here at Northwest Indoor Golf in Warrington to basically show you what my yardages are. I kind of use carry on everything. There's no point in doing a total yardage. It's all about carry, depending on what the green's playing, depending on everything that kind of goes into golf. Carry numbers are much better than total numbers, unless you kind of get into your 4-iron, your 3-wood and your driver. That's probably when I do the change into total. But yeah, today I just want to kind of take you through my numbers, show you kind of where I'm at as a player, just so it can kind of reflect on what actually happens when I get out on the course. You'll probably notice today, my numbers will be slightly inflated because I never kind of hit everything that I kind of hit today will be 95%. I never kind of hit that on the course. I'll probably hit like 90% or 85%. Just try and keep it straight, keep it on target as much as possible. So yeah, we'll go through it. I'll start with a 58. So super simple, just a full swing. And again, with this club, with obviously your 58, I'm never going to hit a full swing with it out on the course. It's just not going to happen. There's realistically no point of it. Again, don't worry so much about that side total aspect. Trackman is a little off. I've not really got a full point of view of where I'm kind of aiming it. I'm just kind of throwing you some numbers out there and hoping for the best. But as you can see, my club speed there is 89 mile an hour. Ball speed is a little higher. 94.5, and yeah, that is basically just a very, very standard 58 for me. Around that 110 yards. When I'm out on course, I'll kind of try and hit this about 100 yards. Again, going to my wedge matrix, a 3-3 or a 3-4 is a solid shot. So yeah, that's the 58. Moving on swiftly to the 54. So again, this is probably my 120, 125 club. So again, throwing that up, didn't like it obviously. Just hit that slightly on the toe, which has caused kind of that inflation in numbers there. So obviously it's showing that 118. So again, we'll just hit another one. Again, there you go, 120 yards. Again, if I kind of want to put a bit more through it and get that 125, we'll hit this. There you go, that's probably around 125, 130. So there you go, that's kind of how I'm doing. Again, when I'm out on course, I'll probably hit this one around 115 yards, kind of keep it in play. These are all my scoring clubs. So again, next we'll kind of go to the 50. This is about 135 yard club. But again, just the actual knowledge, you can always put more through it or you can always take a bit more off it. These are a very average number base of how I hit my clubs. So there you go, so 132. So again, 135. It's super simple, that's kind of my carry numbers. As such, pitching wedge is next. So again, we'll just run through these, and I don't really want to kind of stop, start and cut out. I'm just kind of just running through because it's just good that you can see it from a very good average, There's no things, I'm not waiting for a great shot or anything like that. I'm just hitting them as I come. So again, there's your pitching wedge, so 145. Basically bang on the number really. This one for me is anywhere from 147 to 150. That kind of, I'll kind of hit it to about 140 yards on course. Just because I'm really comfortable in keeping that one straight. Again, we move to the 9-iron, so this is when you kind of start seeing a bigger jump as we get into the higher clubs. So there you go, there's a 9-iron. So 160 yards. Again, usually it's around 165, so I would probably say I hit that a little bit on the toe, so we'll hit another one. Yep, there you go, 165 yards. And again, the way that kind of TrackMan's set up is it's set up a little bit to, you know, I should be kind of hitting the ball out here, but I'm just kind of hitting it straight just so you can see. So don't worry about the too much left, it doesn't really happen out on course. But yeah, we'll move to an 8-iron next. So 8-iron should be around, what, 180 yards, I want to say. Didn't hit that the best, I'm not going to lie, but we'll see where it goes. Yep, so 175. Again, I'll hit another one, just a little bit in the toe today, which is frustrating. So there you go, 178. Very close to that 180 number. 7-iron will then move up, so again, and as you can see, the spin's in a good place for them as well. So you spin, you're talking anywhere from 7,000 to 8,000 for an 8-iron. Is kind of the numbers that you really want to be looking for. I'm using a TP5 ball, which is a little spinnier. If I did want to inflate these numbers, I'd use something like a TP5X and just kind of hit that a lot further. Usually it's kind of about a 400 spin window that it kind of loses out on. So yeah, we go to a 7-iron next, so this is about 190 to 195 yards. Just out of play, but let's see what it gives us there. So yeah, absolutely perfect, 192. We'll kind of hit another one. I'll kind of hit it up the right so you can see it go a little bit straighter. Not the best of hits, but we'll see. Yep, so bang on 190 with, again, not great hit. But again, it's down there, and I'm just kind of showing you that, you know, it doesn't need to be perfect to, you know, play some outrageous golf. What I've tried to say from the outset is the reason why my golf is so good is because my approach game and my putting, you know, again, my putting's not the strongest, but if I ever miss, it's super easy for me to collect that score back up. So again, 6-iron now, so 205. So there you go, 203. Absolutely spot on. And again, that's ball slightly faded there, so we will pick up some more yardage with the usual draw that I play, so that's not a problem. So again, I would probably say my 6-iron is 205 to 210. 5-iron should be around 220. Slightly off the toe. Yep, there you go. When I said slightly, what I really meant was horrifically off the toe, but so there you go, there's your 217, 220. It's pretty much perfectly on it. As you can see, I'm not, so obviously with this club, you know, I can increase this to like a 105, 108 club speed. I'm trying to kind of keep it at a 90 to 95% power at the moment. I'm not trying to like really rip on it because honestly, there's no point. And again, 4-iron, 4-iron, 230. There you go. Not the best strike, I'm not going to lie. but again, it's up there. It's a, again, with the clubs, anything that's considered a bad strike is probably going the same distance as what the club above would be. So again, 4-iron with a, not the best strike is the same with a 5-iron with a good strike. So it's all about finding that kind of thing. What you don't want to do is fall into the victim of, the 4-iron only going 200 yard carry if you hit it bad. And that's why having fitted clubs is just so important, because it will help you out. It will save you in your hour of need when you've not hit a good shot. So there you go, 225, 224. Again, not striking the 4-iron the best, but we can't all have it every single day. So yeah, the next club's a 3-wood. Again, the 2-iron is still getting repaired. It should be done shortly. The 2-iron carry number is probably around 240. I kind of liked, so like I said, when you start getting to your 4-iron, your 2-iron, your 3-wood and your driver, you start kind of now going into totals, for instance. So yeah, a total for a 2-iron will probably be about 260, 250, and this club just sits a little bit past it. So there you go. I didn't really feel like I pushed that all that much, but again, it's kind of worked it out. Spin was a little low, hence why it's gone an exaggerated number of 294. Granted, it is in there if I really try and rip on it, is the 295 thing, but I think that's a little bit of Trackman there. Again, I'd love to kind of say, oh yeah, I hit my 3-wood 295, but it'd just be unrealistic, to kind of say that. But yeah, good carry number, I would say. Spinning it a little more off that carry number would take that carry down to 260, and it kind of roll out to 280, which would be perfect numbers for me. So next we'll kind of move on to the big dog. So here we go, here's the driver. Mine is a TSI 3 set to 7.2. It's an 8-degree head set down to 7.25. It's on C3, which makes it play a little bit flat, and I have the head adjustment in a H1. It's a Ventus Black Velocore 7X, so it's a little on the heavy side, and this just honestly helps me find more fairways. As you can see, I swing it relatively fast, 3-wood being nearly 115 mile an hour. So yeah, we'll move on to driver and see how it goes. Yep, so that is a very, very average drive of mine. So, carry 300 yards, spin rate's in a perfect place. If I'm swinging it really good, that spin rate will kind of drop to about 2-1. But yeah, total being 322. Now I'll try and go after a few for you, just so you can see. If I'm ever kind of forcing a carry or doing something like that, this is kind of the shot I'll hit. But that's just a very, very stock standard shot for me, that one. So there you go, kind of, as you can see, I kind of increase the ball speed a tad, try and hit a little bit more up on it as such with the attack angle, increase the club speed. And in all fairness, I probably just left the club face just a fraction open there. It's just moved over to the right. And yeah, your carry numbers there is a 310, so a 10-yard increase of what we've just kind of hit, and going out to 330 yards. Again, if I kind of really, really wanted to push it, I can kind of get up to that 340 yard shot, but the spin rate needs to align. Everything needs to align perfectly for that. And in all fairness, as soon as you do start going for that 100% effort, it does become very, very difficult to control that golf ball on the golf course. So that's why I kind of never say do it. But hopefully that gives you a real good estimate of where I kind of hit my clubs. Again, I'm not kind of too worried about where that ball's going. I'm very much a feel player, so if I don't have a point of reference to kind of aim to, yeah, I'll kind of just spray it just like the rest of us. When you get me on a course, obviously I can see the flag, see what I'm trying to achieve with that, and yeah, it kind of becomes a lot easier for me. So again, I'm just kind of hitting 7-iron into this abyss, let's say, and just watching where it goes. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully that gives you a reference of, you know, so when I actually am on the golf course and I'm going, oh, I've got 170 yards, I'm going to hit a 7-iron, and you're like, well, JP, you can hit that 195 yards carry. It might give you a little reference of how much I'm actually taking off that club to get it near the pin. And that's the thing, is you can hit this ball as hard or as far as you want, but if you cannot be straight with it or accurate, then there's really no point. So you need to come down yourself. Again, when I'm on course, I'll kind of play at that 85%. Again, what I've been doing here is probably 90%, and then obviously with the last shots there, that's at 95. Hopefully that helps, and yeah, look forward to seeing you more on the channel. Alright, YouTube, we'll see you later.